Welcome student. In today's video we are going to discuss about India, its neighbors, boundaries of India, physical and political, India and the world, and location of Goa. India is located in southern Asia bordering the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. It forms a major part of Asia and stands out distinctly from the rest of the Asian continents. Now, how does it stand out? By its natural features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, and rivers. India is often referred to as a subcontinent by itself. Now, why is that so? It is because it has its own separate climatic characteristics, a distinct cultural identity, and a strategically important location. Is it clear? Okay. Now coming to its neighbors. Being a large country, India has a long border and many neighbors. It shares its land border with 7 countries: Pakistan and Afghanistan to the northwest, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Now in the south we have 2 island countries, that is Sri Lanka and Maldives as our neighbors. Now Sri Lanka is separated by the Gulf of Mannar and the Palk Strait, whereas Maldives are located to the south of Lakshadweep Islands. Now boundaries of India. There are 2 physical boundaries and political boundaries. Now let us see what are physical boundaries. Physically, India is bordered from the northwest to the north and the northeast by the mighty fold mountains of the Himalayas. The Indian landmass begins to taper down towards south to form a triangular peninsula. The Indian peninsula is washed by the Arabian Sea on its west, the Indian Ocean in the south, and the Bay of Bengal in the east. Now, the point where the boundaries of India, China, and Myanmar meet is known as Tri-Junction. Okay. Now, coming to the political boundaries. Politically, India is bordered by China, Bhutan and Nepal in the north. Now, the Himalayan ranges form the major part of these boundaries. The McMahon line forms the boundary between India and China. Now, look at the picture. It extends over 890 kilometers from Bhutan in the west and over 260 kilometers covering the great bend of the Brahmaputra river in the east. Now, this boundary passes largely along the crest of the Himalayas. To the northwest of India, the Punjab plains and the Thar desert form its boundary with Pakistan. As a result of the partition of India, the Red Cliff line became the border between India and Pakistan on the 17th of August 1947. Now, coming to the far northeast, the mountainous and forested regions of China and Kachin Hills form the boundary with Myanmar, and the watershed region of Indo-Gangetic Plain as well as the Khasi and Garo Hills of Meghalaya form its boundary with Bangladesh. The Gulf of Mannar and the Palk Strait separate Sri Lanka from India in the south. Now, the territorial waters of India extend as much as 12 nautical miles, that is 22.2 kilometers into the sea. Now, students, look at India's position on the world map. It has a unique position owing to its location and shape. The Deccan Peninsula in the Indian Ocean is washed by the Arabian Sea in the west and the Bay of Bengal in the east. Now, this makes it possible for India to have overseas trade relations in all its directions. Ports on the Indian coast can have direct access to the African, West Asian, and European countries on the west and countries of the South and Southeast Asia in the east. Now, the position of India becomes strategically important as the world ocean routes primarily pass through the Indian Ocean. The long coastline of India has made it easy for the development of ports. India's trading relations with the world, that is East Africa, the Persian Gulf, and the Southeast Asia, have continued through the ages. These trade relations were both overseas and overland. Now, these trading relations led to the exchange of different cultures and migration of people to and from India. For example, the spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. Now, coming to our own state, that is Goa, let us see the location of Goa. A major part of Goa is along the west coast of our country. This region is known as the Konkan. Goa lies between 14 degrees 54 minutes 54 seconds north and 15 degrees 48 minutes north latitudes and 73 degrees 40 minutes 33 seconds east and 74 degrees 20 minutes 13 seconds east longitude. Now, the Western Ghats separate Goa from the Deccan Plateau. The total land area of the state of Goa is spread across 3,702 square kilometers. North Goa district has 1,736 square kilometers area and South Goa has 1,966 square kilometers area. Its neighbors, Goa shares its borders with Karnataka in its southern and eastern parts and Maharashtra in its northern part. On the west of the state of Goa is the Arabian Sea. Panji is the capital of Goa. For administrative purposes, Goa is divided into two districts, that is North Goa and South Goa, with their headquarters situated at Panji and Margao respectively. North Goa comprises of 6 talukas. They are Pernem, Bardes, Bicholim, Tiswadi, Ponda and Sattari. South Goa also comprises of 6 talukas. They are Mormugao, Salset, Kepe, Kankona, Sangam and Dharbandora. The state is divided into 12 community development blocks, that is BDO, for the purpose of effective implementation of the developmental programs. With an altitude of 1,167 meters, Sonsogad is the highest point in Goa. It also has a coastline of approximately 105 kilometers. Goa's main rivers are the Mandavi, the Zuari, the Terekol, Chapora and the Betul. The Mormugao harbour at the mouth of the river Zuari is one of the best natural harbours in South Asia. The Zuari and the Mandavi are said to be the lifelines of Goa. Their tributaries drain around 69% of Goa's geographic area. Goa has more than 40 estuarine, 8 marine and about 90 riverine islands. The total navigable length of Goa's rivers is 253 kilometers. So students, with this we finish with the first lesson of geography. Read the lesson thoroughly after watching the video.